come to make things right. You and I must fight for our rights. You and I must fight to survive. No one's gonna take me alive. The time has come to make things right. You and I must fight for our rights. You and I must fight to
Well, welcome in, race fans, to round 5 of ENSCAR for 2023 season 2. Well, joining me in the comms box tonight, Mr. Logan Winiata Carl. How are you, mate?
Oh, living the dream yourself, mate.
Yeah, not too bad. Hey, a little bit drunk on it, but we're good to go, mate. And also tonight, joining us for the first time this season, Mr. Carl Needler. How are you, mate?
Yeah, g'day fellas. Yeah, good. This is a new experience for me, looking forward to it, so welcome viewers, and yeah, thanks for having me.
It's always a pleasure, and Atlanta, it's going to be on tonight. Of course, round 5, we've had 4 different winners across the first 4 weeks, which is, it says something about the competition this year, and it's going to be all open, surely, so we look forward to tonight. Can we find our first back-to-back winner? That's the question.
Personally, myself, I'll be predicting another different winner again, I believe, by the way it's going. There's just so many people who can win a race, in this field nowadays. It's not so predictable. It never was, but, you could pick your top runners. But just the way these things are going at the moment, it's anyone's game.
Yeah, I'll second that, Logan. That's I reckon we're going to have a new winner, and I'm just going to go out on a limb here. I'm going to put you on the spot, you boys, and what I want to know from you fellas is who do you think's going to win the race tonight? Because I'm going to put my money on the line and say Ewan Baker's going to take it out.
Yeah, well, we can see right now, I don't know if you're watching, but currently fastest on the track is Ewan Baker, so that's probably a pretty good shout by all means, but I'm going to say we're going to see Mr. Heddershide for the first time this season. He's going to claim the checker tonight.
I was going to say Heddershide myself too, just based on performance. He's due a win.
Yeah, he is. I think there has to be a bit of a caveat to my pick there too, though. I think I might cop a bit of flack from my teammates for not putting their names in the hat. So, as an unbiased opinion, yep, definitely going Ewan Baker.
There it is. One of the new drivers representing Kiwi Sim Racing this year, Ewan Baker. Originally out of Scotland, I believe, but currently in New Zealand. So he's coming leaps and bounds this year. Currently we've got Jordan Smith. And finally, I can tell you, folks, he's finally representing his hometown at H-Town. He's got rid of that Australian flag this week and proudly flying the New Zealand flag. So it's bloody good to see. It's about time, to be fair.
It's good to see he turned his VPN off or whatever he was using.
He managed to find a bit of time midweek to get that form filled out, and I can tell you it was probably last night, but nonetheless, it's finally done. So,
let's be honest, he probably got a pick somewhere other than Hamilton, but probably a bit of a controversial call there. But
get up the mighty Waikato.
I was going to say H-Town could stand for Huntley, but that would be going downhill, you know. So I'll say stick with Hamilton.
Yeah, that's all right, mate. So I can tell you, currently top of the charts from last week, it's Dylan Jordan, your winner from last week. He's set fastest time so far tonight at Atlanta. So yeah, currently KSR teammate on P2 as well, Ewan Baker. Get our first VSK sim racer of Wayne Van Biljon. I don't even know if I'm saying that name right, but we've been rolling with it.
Yeah, you're not too far off the mark there.
Not too far off.
Nah.
Yeah, no, that's good to hear. And we can see Barry Neal on screen at the moment. Is he? He's been one of our winners so far this season. Can he go on and get another win tonight?
Yeah, good performance at Las Vegas he did. He would be my only other pick to, double back on it. He's been going bloody well this season.
Yeah, he's always there or thereabouts. He seems to miss the odd round. I know he does a lot of racing. Oh, he's just disappeared. We've got our first magic tricks of the night there, folks.
There we go. Just want to put a quick shout out there too to Don Gilbert. He's in the top 10 for qualifying, a newcomer to the league. So good to see some of the new blood like that getting up in amongst the top 10.
Yeah, sure is. And well, we get a moment now. I can tell you the Jets are going to make their appearance tonight, so we'll just get them on screen, folks. We missed them last week, but they're here this week.
Drivers, start your engines!
Oh, wow, it's a bloody great sight. It's good to have them back, the Jets.
Look at that. That's bloody beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a great sight. It's a great sight as we get ready to go. Green flag racing. Dylan Jordan, he's going to be your pole sitter tonight here at Atlanta. Ewan Baker, he's going to take out a P2. Wayne Van Biljon out of 3. Dan Heddershide, of course, your inaugural winner of ENSCAR, taking out the first season. He's starting out of P4. Go back to Barry Neal out of 5 and Doherty out of 6. Paul Stewart out of 7 and Don Gilbert out of 8. And your defending champion, Toby Stent, well, he's going to find himself starting out of P9 tonight, so buried in the pack a little bit. along with Matt Pluck out of Christchurch, New Zealand. I can tell you what, Jordan Smith, he's going to be one of the guys with a big grin across his face right now. Starting out of P11, it's a great result for the rookie in the field, and I believe that could be your top rookie as well. Looking at everyone in front of him, he's done a great job in qualifying. It's the field, they're all going to leave pit lane now. And well, we've all made our picks. If you're all watching out there in Twitch land, give us your picks in the chat. Let us know who you got for tonight.
Yeah, I'd say one of the hot standings at the moment is not necessarily the main one or the team's one, you know, the drivers or the team's one. It might actually be the rookies one, because there's just so many who could take it out.
Yeah, too right. Those Fastlane guys, you got a couple of those guys. I don't even know if they're in the field tonight.
I saw one Guptill, but I'm not too sure which one that was.
Yeah,
I didn't get a glimpse of the number.
Looks like Jared Guptill, if he's still in here, looks like he's starting P34. Not quite sure how many cars we're going to pick up tonight, but we're going to roll with however many we pick up. It's the field come round. Your winner from last week, he's going to lead them out. We had a P1, Dylan Jordan. Of course, teammate Ewan Baker outside him. How good is that for the team's championship?
That's an awesome 1-2 combo right there from them. They've been obviously practicing hard.
Yeah, well, super speedway racing, it brings out the best at the time.
Green flag.
We're going to be bump drafting, and that's going to be the green flag. Dylan Jordan, great start. Left his teammate behind, and Wayne Van Biljon, he's going to take up P2 going into turn 1. Well, we're hoping for a lot more green flag racing this week, that's for sure, after Phoenix. What a disaster that was. We saw Kempy in his last night commentating. Well, a new era tonight, that's for sure. We welcome back Logan and Carl to the first time.
It's interesting how this the start's going to play out here. It's a little bit spread out here by the looks, and you're going to see a little bit of jostling, trying to get everyone lined up and sort of information with their teams. So it's going to be interesting how that plans out.
Yeah, I can tell you it's been a brilliant, clean start, that is for sure. And there's a bit of chat going on earlier on in the a bit of a group chat about how many cautions we were going to see tonight, and well, I said we were going to see about 4, so we'll see what happens. Jamie, he certainly said, mate, if you've seen any of the official races during the week, you'll know that that is nowhere near enough. So we shall see what happens. I take from that it's been an absolute nightmare in the official races, but this is ENSCAR. Totally different ball game. We're 4 laps in, coming round this time. And it's been a nice clean start. Dylan Jordan doing it comfortably. Barry Neal on the high line there, you can see him, and Ewan Baker, after dropping back, he's dropped in behind, catching a bit of draft.
Yeah, she's definitely some 2-lane racing tonight, isn't she? I'm surprised there's no movers, but again, you don't want to lose that draft, otherwise you go backwards pretty quick.
Yeah, you certainly do, and I can tell you folks, don't worry about SDK, those blokes that says they're out, they're actually not out, apart from the guys that actually aren't in there, and one of them is Carl.
Yeah, I'm definitely not sitting in the car driving. I'm up in the booth with you fellas, which is it's a good start to the night. Haven't had a yellow yet, which is promising. It's I can see from what the looks of it trying to find a way to get to Wayne's bumper there. I know those 2 boys have been doing a bit of practice together. Obviously, you know, being teammates with them or being teammates with Toby, I wouldn't be surprised if you see them sort of sort themselves out and then sort of surge back through the field to the front come the end of the race.
Yeah, as you're saying that, it's looking like Doherty and Pluck are using that same method to try and fight their way to the front, but they don't want to peak too early, otherwise, you know, it's no good. But there's a couple teams following that strategy by the looks of it.
Yeah, and the super speedway racing, it's won in the last sort of 5 laps, not in the first 5. So you know, you will see a few cars drop out of the lane and sort of cycle back and link up with their teammates and then make a run. So yeah, interesting times.
Oh, and that outside line currently, it's the place to be, is Barry Neal. He's taken the lead of the race, and you can see Ben Doherty, by the looks, right in behind him with Matt Pluck and two teammates. Also defending teams champions for ENSCAR, looking to go back-to-back here in Season 1 for 2023. And well, pretty impressive start to the night, that's for sure. Green flag racing, it's a lot better than what we saw at Phoenix. As we're looking to see a change for the lead here. Teamwork's coming into play. Ben Doherty gets pushed to the front by Matt Clark.
Before those KSR cars lined up now, that's going to be hard to beat.
Yeah,
nice train there.
Definitely a tough battle pack there. We can see Barry Neal on the outside line there. He's got Wayne Van Viljon and then a couple of fully equipped sim racers. Fully equipped. Jesus.
Have another Jack.
Yeah, mate, get it into you. And we can see Toby Stent too sitting there in the background. Currently sitting about 9th or 10th. He's not doing too bad by himself out there.
Made that move off the bottom line to get up and behind those boys.
So yeah, that top line is on fire currently. Barry Neal pushed back to the front.
I'd say a bit of... Go ahead, mate.
Sorry, is that a couple of THD cars in that sort of back end of the top 10 there as well?
Yeah, it's certainly looking like it. We can see it there. Jordan Smith, I think he's one of them. He's sort of hunted. He's keeping his nose in there, and I think we can see a bit of backdraft racing in there as well. So interesting. We can see Smith there in the 59. THD.
And Cold Trickle.
Bash Brothers, yeah, Cold Trickle, of course. Mellow Yellow, outstanding job that bloke is doing. Famous in his own rights. So, well, Smith, he'll be very happy so far, currently sitting P13. We can see Jamie Yarnmart, he's currently sitting P18 back there, P19, sorry. The old THD tissue boxes out of Pukekohe, New Zealand. He's doing an alright job so far, the old Toyota Camry.
I must say, boys, sitting up in this booth, some of these cars look really shit on track sitting up in this booth. You don't really get to appreciate it sitting in a car, but some of these guys have done really good jobs on these paints this year.
Yeah,
I like that you picked that timing to it too, because I happily painted up that Kleenex car.
Yeah, of course, Wynyard Customs, he's your man to go to, that is for sure. Part of the reason THD exists, the man behind all the paint jobs, and it's bloody great to have on board, that is for sure.
Is there a discount code, like 15% off? Like,
yeah. I tell you what, I've told Logan before, and he could make a killing out of doing paint jobs for iRacing, because you know the Americans, they charge about $20 a skin, US dollars. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So,
is that Northway in behind Gregory there?
I believe it is. Yes, it is. Robert Northway back in P21.
Well, I didn't expect Robert to be sitting that low, but I suppose he might be going for a charge at the end of the race.
Yeah, of course, long race. We're only 15 laps in. And there is a couple of David Gray, I believe, in backdraft, THD backdraft. Just searching for his teammate currently. It does not look like he's made it tonight. Luke Hunter.
I'd say he might have got lost on the way to the track, or that LDV broke down towing him. One of the two.
Yeah, wow.
I think we've got a bit of a change up front here too, boys. Bit of a change at the lead there.
We'll try and pick it up. Was Wayne Van Biljon out of VSK. What is it? VSK Sim Racing?
Sim Sports.
Sim Sports, there you go. So this bloke, we saw him early, I think it was Daytona. He was racing towards the front there as well, so obviously a big fan of the super speedways. Getting a big push by Ben Doherty at the moment. Barry Neal fighting back on the outside with Dan Hedderscheid. He's always there or thereabouts. But tonight he has his teammate of Brody Scott in tow. Of course, Toby Sten as well. He's there. So this is a jam-packed top 10, I can tell you now. They're all there.
I was talking to Toby and the boys during the week when they did a bit of practice, and unlike a normal super speedway, there is a bit of tyre wear a bit more involved here than what you would see at Talladega or Daytona, so that'll be interesting to see how that plays out in the next sort of 10-15 laps or so.
Well, we just saw a big moment there. Dan Hedderscheid, he came into contact with Barry Neal, and that has changed things up big time. It was a huge moment, so close. Hedderscheid backed out of it, so did Brody Scott. That's elevated Toby Stent. Well, that was a big moment there. I caught it live. Well, that's changed the order up big time, and that was an almost moment there. We're 20 laps in.
I was not far off saying that highline's Barry Neal's light at the moment, but then that little incident happened and it's turned into old Matt Pluck's line. But Barry's sticking pretty high constantly. Makes me think about tyre wear and everything, if there's any advantage to not turning so tight or anything like that. So will he have a bit more tyre life? Is he playing the long game, you know?
There we go again. You can see it live. Hedderscheid, he almost got into the back of Pluck. That was very close. Oh, huge moments here in Atlanta early on. Hedderscheid gets it done up the inside. Toby Stent now in tow, giving him a big push.
Watch his low line work here, boys. Watch his low line work.
Looks like he might get a slingshot out of this.
This is gonna be on. What a race. Early stages, 21 in of 115 here at Atlanta for ENSCAR, round 5.
Hedderscheid's done the dirty on his teammate there. He's just left him in the outside lane.
Yeah, well, it was a huge moment. He almost came into contact, so sort of created a bit of a bumper effect. Everyone's sort of still gathering it up, and Hedderscheid looks like he's going to push himself into the front here. Toby Stent in tow with Wayne Van Biljon. But Barry Neal and Ben Doherty doing a great job outside. That high line is creating some massive momentum tonight. What a race it's been so far. This is what we've come to see, folks. Green flag racing. It's great to see. We're going to see someone go a lap down by the looks in front.
This could get interesting here.
The field, they're going to work their way past the lap car. Let's hope it's nice and clean. It's one of the Kiwi Sim Racing cars. Goes nice and high. So far, so good. It's the squeeze off the corner. Everyone gets past safely.
That's some good driving etiquette right there. It's awesome how they moved out of the way and let them through, but there was a bit of a close call there, wasn't there?
Oh, they got very close there. They've all made it through. Oh, into the fence there. You saw it again.
I've gone and given them the poor commentator's curse, old Simon.
He's managed to do it though. Great job letting the field through. You'll hopefully catch some tow and sort of remain in the race. Hope for a yellow.
Yeah, hoping for a yellow to get that lucky dog.
Yeah, he just about caused the yellow to help him out, you know, there for a second.
Oh, here's another one. THD backdraft. Look out. Luke Hunter, he lets the field go.
Old Luke he is. His LDV didn't break down on the way to the track.
He managed to make it.
It must have broke down in the car park, surely.
Yeah, there it goes. So out of the Waikato, lets the field through. Gets back on track. See what he can do. Back out front. It is all on. Toby Stent and Dan Ederscheid. I called it earlier. I said Ederscheid was your man to win it tonight. He is currently leading the race. But by no means is this race over. A cracker start. Toby Stent and Dan Ederscheid, your inaugural winner and your defending champion, going at it with Wayne Van Biljon and Barry Neal for a tow. Looking comfortable early stages.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but Dan hasn't had a win this season, has he?
No, he hasn't. He has not. He missed the first week, of course, on holiday. And, well, he's been there or thereabouts every week, but he will be hungry to get that checkered flag tonight, no doubt about it.
Really need to get his season kicked off and going in the right direction from here, because sort of reaching that halfway mark of the season, you really want to get a win or two under your belt just to set yourself up to have a crack at the title at the end of the year, eh?
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, getting those wins, they all help to get locking yourself in to the all-important title racing. Well,
visible that top lane is performing a lot better than the low line there. You see those KSR guys were up there, they've dropped to the low line now and sort of lost 3 or 4 car lengths, so that's interesting to see how that unfolds for the rest of the race.
Yeah, certainly plenty of momentum on the high line at the moment, early stages. Of course, we'll wait for a bit of tyre wear to take effect, and mate, we are 30 laps in. This race is absolutely flying by. Here at Atlanta Motor Speedway, ENSCAR at its best, folks. How good is it to see Ederscheid leading the field out from Stent, Wayne Van Biljon. That bottom line, it's looking to work its way back into the race. And it is stacked with Kiwi Sim Racing drivers, I can tell you that much.
Do we even dare to think that there could be a green flag stop at this rate?
Well, I tell you what, green flag stops, they've got to be the best, don't they? You know, the tensions are high, you've got to get in, no penalties, you've got to make it nice and clean. And well, they've got to be taking tyres, surely. Surely.
Yeah, 100% they'd have to. Well, I don't know how good they are. They're pretty good sitting up in the comms box here, but maybe not in the cockpit trying to execute a green flag stop.
Yeah, too right. Yeah, it's certainly a lot easier up here, I can tell you that now. I've certainly enjoyed calling the races so far.
The heart rate's a lot lower than it normally is on a Wednesday night.
Yeah, definitely.
I tell you what, as soon as you said about the green flag stop, you know, I watched Wayne's car do a little wiggle there, so it looks like tyre wear might be starting to come into it, so hopefully we've got a yellow coming up.
Yeah, well, they would definitely be starting to feel it with 33 laps in. It's been green flagged the whole way so far. And this track, you know, you're wide open, and they are loving it.
Yeah, just to touch on that there, Logan, the other thing that, coupled with that tyre wear, you know, being that sort of super speedway style pack racing at a tight track like at Atlanta, when that car starts to move around a bit, it's going to start to get quite dicey, so it'll be interesting to see how some of these guys really keep the car settled, and especially in some of that drafting, the car moves around a bit, and yet when you haven't got much room, there could be a big one at any moment.
You start getting fatigue and all that coming into play too, don't you? Even, you know, for us it's a piece of piss to sit here and commentate, but for them, they've been going around a track concentrating hard out for 35 laps without a bit of a break, you know?
Yeah.
So let's you know, I'm not praying for anyone to have an accident, but I'm not saying I wouldn't not like it.
Yeah.
We do need to
we all get behind the fucking crashes in the comp spot, so I can tell you that much. We love it up here.
I might try and hustle like MP on a crash, but my voice is probably going to cut out.
Too right. Well, it's been a bloody great start to the race. We're 36 laps in, and we are yet to see a yellow. And compared to Phoenix last week, I think we're about 4 deep already. So what a turn around this is.
I tell you what, I played it good tonight. I haven't touched the drop tonight. It is a bit disappointing because you know me, mate. I'm pretty on it when it comes to the bourbons and the big box. But I thought, you know what? Let's play it safe. Let's be switched on tonight. Let's be boring, pretty much. You know?
Hey, someone's got to do it because I can tell you I'm the complete opposite, mate. We're hissing it up here. It's ENSCAR at its best, folks, at Atlanta. We're loving it.
Where would you rather be?
Yeah, I can tell you there's nowhere I'd rather be. Wednesday night at its best, ENSCAR Racing. It's Heddershine leading the way, 38 of 115 laps in the books. And we are coming up on some more lap traffic. Hold on, folks. This is where it gets interesting.
We need to go to the TAB and start getting some live odds on Wednesday night, I reckon.
Yeah, you're not wrong. And who is it? Who's getting put a lap down here? I have no idea. Is it Don Gilbert?
Yeah, Don Gilbert.
Yeah, it is too. Out of Melbourne, Australia, Don Gilbert getting some airtime. Oh, bit of contact with the fence there. So
that's his bump draft, buddy. That is all.
Yeah, bit of bump drafted off the wall. How good.
Yeah, I reckon we should put a petition into the government, you know, and change Wednesday to Wednesday, because this is some fantastic racing.
Oh, it's been good. We are 40 laps deep. We're over a third into the race. And well, that outside line is performing beautifully at the moment. Those Kiwi Sim racing cars, they're still sitting on that bottom line. Gonna hold it strong, see what they can do. So we have got...
I hope some real drivers are watching this too, because they could learn off how well these guys are racing and put it on a show just as easily.
Yeah, too right. Too right. Well, I quite enjoyed Bubba Wallace going into the fence on Monday morning. Yeah, that was a great sight. It's a great sight, of course. Your real NASCAR racing. It's been a great season so far. Certainly get behind it on a Monday morning.
I just want to point out, Barry's probably found himself in quite a unique spot there. You know, given that he hasn't got any other teammates on the track with him, he's sort of found himself sandwiched between Wayne and is it Brody Scott? So sort of looks like those 4 cars were working together earlier in the race, and he's sort of found himself a bit of a pack to race with.
Yeah, and adding to that, the KSR cars have dropped off as well.
Yeah, they're starting to fall back that inside line. They're not getting much momentum there. That outside line is definitely working a treat. Sort of holding the middle through the corners. Dan Heddershine doing a great job at the moment. Your defending champion in tow, currently sitting in P2. Wayne Van Biljon, he is a super speedway specialist. So far sitting in P3. Barry Neal in tow. And this man, I can tell you, Barry Neal does so much oval racing, mate. As soon as this race is over, you'll be able to find him at the Xfinity Series over at ENSCAR. I can tell you now, he will be starting there tonight.
I did say it a couple of weeks ago in the chat, Brad. He's busier than an Uber driver on a Saturday night in terms of NASCAR leagues.
Yeah, you are not wrong there. Oh no, we've got aliens happening. Oh, he's sort of disappeared. He's come back.
Thought he pressed old F4 to go to ENSCAR already.
Yeah, he was keen for an early start. Of course, a couple of ENSCAR regulars in the field. Dan Heddershine, Barry Neal. We've seen Toby Stent this season there, giving those blokes a bit of a plug, but nonetheless, you know where your number 1 New Zealand league is, and it's right here unfolding in front of your eyes at the moment. Sim Motorsport New Zealand and Kiwi Sim Racing, they've come together, and what a series they've produced so far. Capacity field, third season in, it's bloody good to see. I don't think I've seen a series that's gained momentum so quickly. And so far tonight, we are almost 50 laps in and we are still green. How good is it, folks?
They've just kept that inside line there, Brad, haven't they?
Yeah, mate, that middle line, it's working a treat. The KSR train, they need to get on board and get it behind this middle lane because there's nothing happening down the bottom at the moment. That is for sure.
It's going to be interesting to see here, Logan, that when these guys come down pit road, if it is a green flag, if the Kiwi Sim Racing guys decide to go on a bit of an alternate strategy to possibly take that middle lane off these front four guys here.
Yeah, I'd agree with you there. Now would be the time you'd be starting to think about that sort of stuff as a driver, because I'd be sitting in that inside lane going, I'm going nowhere currently.
Yeah. Seeing how well that performs, you'd start to talk amongst your teammates, strategizing around that and going, how can we get there? Do we come in a lap early or do you come in a lap later and try and take that lane off them?
Well, I was just going to suggest that either way you're going to need a bit of clean air, because there's currently no way you're going to get up to those VSK guys, is there?
Well, I mean, not being biased, but it's going to be pretty hard to beat from there, those 3 or 4 boys.
I think the old teamwork's going to be a big one into deciding when they come in. I can pretty much assume they will definitely make it home from here, so 50 laps in. Anything happens from now, you could see probably a one-stop strategy to home, no doubt.
100%. Oh, they're starting to look at that. The movement down to that bottom line would suggest that they may be planning a pit stop soon.
You're getting quite defensive there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, here to shine. Oh, this is interesting up the front here. We can see Toby Stead and Barry Neal. He's been hung out to dry right here at the moment. What's going to happen with him? He could see himself buried in the field quite quickly if he can't get down the bottom or find someone to push him as well. Just like that, you can see the Kiwi Sim Racing blokes, they're going to take that middle line. They're going to see what can happen. Midway stages of the race.
These guys are going to...
Oh, big moment!
I'll give up your car real quick.
There you go. There's the yellow. It's come unstuck there. Huge moment.
Tell
Who's
you
the
what,
person who caused that?
Oh, we're not even going to get a replay. It's unfortunate.
they went to McDonald's and they went and got themselves a McGone burger.
Cheers for the follow. Thank you very much.
You don't want to be that guy causing that crash, do you, after 50 laps?
Well,
No.
I can tell you, that was a huge moment, and unfortunately, we're not even going to get a replay of that. I don't know why, but
That looked like cause from about the top 10 back sort of thing too, if I was watching that rightly.
well, I think you're going to find that. Well, Matt Pluck, he survived that header-shide. He survived it too. Who else? Stent survived it. We can see Hunter sitting in front. I don't know what that's all about. But no doubt every car's going to come down pit lane. We can see it. It's unfolding in front of our eyes. Pit stops. And could this possibly... Oh no, what's gone on there for Ben Doherty? Last minute decision.
I can tell you, boys, that crash involved a fully served car, whether it be car number 17. So it looked like Josh Galashan and Barry Neal did come together in that tri-oval section. Who caused that? It's yet to be determined, but it looked like to be the cause of the crash there.
Right, so I can that may help us in the scheme of things. Can we see what happened? Oh, there we go. So you called it.
I hate to be that guy, but it looks like someone did get fully served.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll park it on the old dad jokes, but
Oh, you can see it right there. On your screen right now, you can see it looks like Barry Neal. He's all sorts of sideways. Oh, bit of contact with Galashan, and that has nailed Ben Doherty into the fence. Oh, well, you called it.
unfortunately that weir's starting to come into play, and it just bit him at the wrong time, and poor Ben Doherty was just an innocent bystander in that event, wasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely got tagged. But we can see Heddershide, after the pit stops, he's going to be leading it out. Barry Neal, he's going to be on 2, and your defending ENSCAR champion, he'll be lining up out of P3. Toby Stent out of Tokyo, Japan. Wayne Van Biljon, VSK, Sim Sports, P4. Well, the lights are out on the safety car. And well, while we're under yellow, boys, I'm going to take that opportunity. And you boys can take the restart.
Take it away, Logan. You've got this one, mate.
Oh, yeah, I appreciate that. You know, I didn't get to do my usual start of the race thing, but now looking at this field, now it's compacted up. It's going to be interesting. I'd say that Highline would be the one paying off.
Yeah.
But it's hard to know because it could be anyone's game at this point. They're all playing the long race. I still have to give my pick to Heddershide though.
Yeah, he's looking very strong. At a quick glance, you've got Heddershide, Stent, and Brody Scott all lined astern there, and they were racing in a pack, so they've sort of found themselves in a lucky spot. It'll be interesting to see what happens with Wayne, if he can get down and behind them, or just keep the momentum in behind Barry on that high line and make something happen from there. But here we go.
Well, we're getting geared up for a good restart. Managed to make it just under halfway through. Boogity, 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 we go racing.
Look at that start there. Heddershide and Stent just gapped them.
They read that very well, didn't they? And just
Beautifully.
poor Barry Neal's just got nothing on them. They're working too well as a team, using the drafts to their advantage.
Wouldn't be surprised to see that high line sort of reel that gap in. Just with that momentum they've had all race so far.
Yeah, I would expect that as well. But at this stage, that is definitely gapping them, isn't it? That's dictionary definition right there. Pretty sure if you're flipping a thesaurus, you're going to see a picture of that right now.
You will. I do know for a fact that both of these, like Brad said before, both of these guys run in ENSCAR, and I know they actually run on the same team in ENSCAR, so it's not too much of a surprise to see them working together in some capacity here on a Wednesday night as well.
Nah, sometimes you can blur the lines, between different communities and different leagues. You forget who's actually in your team. You just know who's there. Oh, that got pretty close, didn't it?
Yeah, Pluck with a late shift.
That Pluck just about caused a huge moment there.
I'll tell you what, I will be absolutely fizzing from a teammate's point of view if Wayne can get this thing on the podium.
Yeah, too right. He's been there or thereabouts early stages, come under a bit of bad luck, but currently, Smile will be as wide as it possibly can. He's sitting in P3 at the moment with every chance.
Tell you what, folks, if he wins this one, I'm gonna ask you something special here, Brad. If he wins this, I'm gonna interview him.
Yeah, 100% you can take it away, mate. Absolutely.
Long way to go here, though.
I can update everybody from week 1. Was it week 2? We called him an Australian. But I can tell you what, folks, he has got it sorted. Out of Auckland, New Zealand, Wayne Van Biljon, currently sitting P3. He will be a happy chappy to hear that in the stream, I can tell you that now.
He will. There is his teammate Justin. He's also, you know, just want to give him a quick plug here. As the seasons have gone on, Justin's as a driver has just gotten better and better and better. And you know, obviously that coupled with the huge workload that he puts into the league. So it's good to see him and keep improving, and hopefully he can sort of get to that front end of the field as well. And he's a little bit stretched out from those boys, sort of interesting to see how that strategy plays out there. But it's always good to see, you know, even some of these new guys that join the league, like you and Baker, who are, I guess, fresh to oval racing in some sort of regard, that, you know, like how fast they do get up to speed and improve at a good rate, you know.
We can see Dale Gregory, Colt Trickle on your screen as well on the inside there. Having a great run.
Who needs the motion master at Rainbow's End when you can just tune to ENSCAR on a Wednesday night? Nothing better, isn't it?
Yeah, too right.
Look at that run, he's just got nowhere to go to.
We are 63 laps in, folks. Over halfway. Who would have picked it? But I don't think many. We're only one caution in so far.
I would have picked at least 5 cautions by now, Brad. At least 5.
Yeah, mate, I called it earlier in our chat, and I said we would only get 4 cautions tonight, mate. And I tell you what, I don't want to jinx it, but we could not even finish with 4. We may only finish with 1 tonight. How good would that be? What a turn of events.
I'd say the lap to watch out for would be about 110 by the way they're going at this rate. It's going to be very, very interesting in those later stages. I'm going to say everyone's going to push hard, especially that top 10, to try and get up in those spots, because it's looking like now that some of them are being quite reserved and playing it smart.
Absolutely, and you can see here on board Wayne Vanderbilt John, he is sitting right behind the 189, the defending champion, and Toby Stamp. Dan Header shied out in front. You can see the lap traffic. They dive down, let the field go. I'm pretty sure that is Don Gilbert out of Melbourne, Australia. He lets the field go by again. Well, pretty much a night to forget for him, that is for sure.
I put the mockers on him early, didn't I?
Yeah, absolutely.
Gave him good reps for that top 10 quality, and he's had a bit of a race to forget by the looks of it, but as we sit on board here with Wayne, he's just stalking these two, isn't he?
Yeah, those two are gazelles, and he's looking like the lion at the moment, isn't he?
Absolutely.
But you definitely put the old commentator's curse early on the poor guy, unfortunately. But hey, that's just racing, isn't it?
So you can see Barry Neal now, he's one of your early contenders. He seems to be getting buried now on that bottom line. We called it earlier. Seems to be no good at the moment. That high line, it's where you want to be.
I think these guys are have probably cottoned on to that's the lane you want to be in, and I wouldn't be surprised if this goes green to the end, that's going to be your podium right there as you see it on screen.
Yeah, what I'm surprised at is Barry ran that top line for about, I would say 55 laps maybe or so, and it's looking like he just can't get back in there. So he's running that low line and it's just not working for him, is it?
No, he's sort of been held up to dry a bit.
You'll certainly be hoping for a yellow, that's for sure at the moment. Has my mic cleared up, Logan? Or?
Oh, a little bit. It just went a bit echoey there when you came back. I'm not too sure what was going on there.
Oh well, this is what it is.
I wouldn't blame it on me having a JD's either, because action's too good. I'm not even walking to the fridge.
I tell you, we're 69 laps in already, and this race is flying by. Race time is 8:43 p.m. and this thing is going to be done before you know it at this rate.
I'd say with a large number of field, this is probably one of the more quicker races ahead on ENSCAR, haven't we? It's just flying by. These guys are producing some awesome performances across the whole board. Just, you know, with the old 1 or 2 slipping up, but other than that, they're doing bloody well.
Mate, I can't believe how much momentum that highline has got at the moment. Barry Neal, he is getting buried in the field as we pick up, looks like Marcus Walker. Now currently he'll be one of your top rookies in the field, doing a great job at the moment. Currently sitting inside the top 10, P10 at the moment.
He'll be chuffed with that, won't he?
Oh, that's a great result. He's come under a fair bit of wars early on in the season and taken over the number from Aaron Watson last season. I have no idea where Aaron is this season, but currently not with us.
Good to see Brendan Partridge there too. He's one that's always thereabouts as well. So
yeah, one of the
look
Fastlane guys.
Late race move maybe.
He's currently sitting at P9 at the moment. I think he is the only Fastlane driver in the field as it stands by the looks.
Yeah, I'm back in that. You know, Brendan's in a bloody well presented car too. I'm just, you know, coming from a skin painter point of view, I love the look of his car. There's a fair few hours in that, and whoever did that should be quite proud of themselves.
Yeah, it's a nice job. You can see them there while they're going 3 wide. Barry Neal, he's getting pushed to the back. As Walker takes up the bottom line.
Did someone put a bag of bricks in the back of his car in his pit stop?
Yeah, he's certainly going backwards at a fast rate at the moment, Barry Neal. Now back to P16, so struggling big time. Oh, David Gray pushes him wide. Contact with the fence, they're 3 wide. Oh no, Barry Neal's going to find himself dead last in no time.
Unfortunately, I think we've got on the good old commentator's curse because he was representing Aotearoa Racing very well in those early stages.
Big moment for Westbury! All sorts of sideways!
Should I tell you what, boys, my heart rate is getting up now.
Oh, that was...
You're not even in the car.
That was a huge moment for Westbury. And well, I don't know how he held on to that one. These cars, once they go sideways, boy, they're a mission to hold on to.
You're just a passenger when they do, mate.
Yeah, Westbury's done a great job there to hold on to that one. The other THD Bash Bros. Of course, now...
He's having a bit of a slow night at the back there. It's a bit interesting that to see what happened to him if he got caught up in anything earlier on.
Yeah, certainly towards the rear of the field, not a usual sight for him. And well, Barry Neal, he continues his drop towards the back, so he is having some huge dramas as we see Westbury again. Out towards the fence, hold on folks, huge moment. I could see us going yellow very soon.
I can just feel it. I've got the shivers. I can just feel something's going to happen, Brad.
We are 77 laps in of 115. As we pick up THD Backdraft, Luke Hunter doing a great job. At the moment, holding on to everything.
I tell you what, we all must have got bitten by the same spider because my old spider senses are tingling right now too. I'm feeling something's going to come on.
Well, we can see them out front now. They're all single file header shide, leading the way from Toby Stent. Wade Van Miljon in third. Then we go back to Brody Scott with a great recovery. He's going to look to join the battle up the front here, the top 3, and get amongst it. And we go back to Simon Heddershide too. Great drive by him at the moment.
Yeah, he's not here for all the rounds, I believe, either. So the rounds that he is here for, it's good to see him having a solid run. But
I believe he's is he Josh Galashan's partner for the season?
I believe so. Yes. I was there's a few words that I want to hear come out of Brad's mouth tonight, Logan, and I'm still waiting to hear them.
Mate, it's coming, I tell you.
It's coming. This is going to be good. We're shaping up for an absolute ripper of a finish.
How good is it? 80 laps in, we're only one caution in. And I can tell you what, folks, this right now is why ENSCAR is New Zealand's #1 NASCAR online league. We're seeing it now, 81 laps in here at Atlanta. A massive field in front of you, 32 cars. And we've had one caution, folks. How good is it?
I tell you what, Carl, we might be 330 millilitres and about 30 laps away from it, but when it does come, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I tell you what, been losing my virginity to commentary in the box up here tonight. I mean, I've got a smile from ear to ear. This is an absolute... Experiencing this tonight's been an absolute fizz. This is bloody good. I'd rate it up there with actually driving these things and getting a good result on the night. This is awesome fun.
Tell you what, it's the best place for washed up race drivers to come, so you make it right.
I wouldn't even put my name in the race driver category, Logan.
Oh, well, there you go. You're already sliding yourself into here well then, because that makes two of us.
I've got my name in the history books of ENSCAR with one chalked up win, and that's I'm happy with that, mate. I'm done.
Well, to be fair, to get that, you're doing a bloody great job because, you know...
Oh, big crash in the back there by the looks.
Oh, we're under yellow, and
I'll leave this one on you if you want power with power.
hopefully SDK picked that up, but it does not look like it.
What is the bets? It's a Bash Bro car, just by the way they were racing earlier.
I don't know if you boys have put all the treats on for me, but on my little screen that I've got in the corner of the comms box here, I can actually pick some of the stuff up, so you guys might need to
Here we go.
get yourselves one.
Oh, there's a bit of dust there, isn't there? A bit of smoke.
We'll see what this has created here. We can see Justin Allen.
A couple of contrast boys getting together, by the looks of it.
It's no good. Yeah, that's not going to help us at all.
It looks like...
Who came unstuck? We may be able to find a replay.
I'd say, Carl,
Oh.
your new name should be Big Brother.
Big brother, that's it.
Yeah! The
Looks
eyes are
like-
watching!
Looks like Hilton Jorgensen just touched the wall and made contact with his teammate out of the triangle into turn 1 by the looks.
Big Brother's called it, team.
Minor points.
Big brother doesn't miss much, Logan.
I tell you what,
I tell you what, how good would it be if we could bring your screen onto my stream and then we could get the replay?
That would be good. It would be good.
I just need to be able to get a gruntier PC to be able to get all the replays to everyone, and that'll be on.
This is going to shape up like quite an interesting restart here, because all night these 4 guys up front have been working really well together. So it's going to be interesting to see what games get played and how they sort of readdress themselves on this restart.
Okay, we missed it the first time, so we're going to get it this time. It's our weekly segment, folks. We're gonna drag him into the chat. It's Yarns with Yonky under yellow, folks. David Gray, mate, how are you going tonight, mate? We're only 2 cautions in, much to everyone's surprise. How's it looking from your point of view, mate?
Oh, I can tell you what, boys, no one's more surprised than me at the moment. These green flag stints are fucking amazing if you can manage to keep on for the draft, but once you lose it, you're on a downward slope of shit. So, yeah, it's pretty tight racing out here. Seen a couple instances 3 wide, like with that last caution there, that just happened straight outside me. So, obviously, I was packing a bit in my ass watching that, so I was waiting to get taken out. So, we managed to get past that. But yeah, racing's superb. It's real tight, and yeah, well, hopefully we can get some good draft, and looking at getting the top 10. We're on 17th at the moment, so we'll make it good ground, but we'll see how we go.
Yeah, well, on the inside line on the restart, it's got to be a good thing, but you'll be looking to work your way to the high line. Yeah, that seems to be the dominant line so far tonight. The old high line seems to be working your way forward, so...
Yeah, it's both got its advantages and disadvantages. Both lines will be checking up. Sitting at the back end, obviously, you don't want that going into a corner. And so you really got to be smart about what you pick. At the moment, I'm just riding the KSR train, so hopefully I can sit on the tail of those talented bastards and get up the front. But yeah, we'll see how we go. I think me and Jamie up here. Julio Westbury, big surprise, he's in 20th, so he's going bloody superb tonight. He's going well, so hey, we'll wait and see what happens. But yeah, hopefully keep it clean and get to the end.
Just before you go, David, is fuel going to come into play tonight?
I'm full to the finish, mate. I've got here an extra 2 gals, so I'll probably overfilled a bit, but hey, you never know what's going to happen, eh?
That's good to know that
right,
everyone's going to have fuel to get to the end then.
Well,
yeah, mate, yeah. So we're real excited and see how we go. Cheers, boys.
We're about to go back racing, so all the best, David, and yeah, cheers for the segment, mate. We'll catch you next week, no doubt.
Yeah, no worries, brothers. Cheers.
Ready, green flag.
So there we go. We're going back racing now, and it's good to hear from him. On board, of course, David Gray right now. You heard from him. Yards with Yonke under yellow. It's everyone's favourite segment every week. Well, we missed it the first yellow, but we got it the second one. And who would have thought? We are 87 laps in, only 2 cautions deep. What a turnaround from last week, and I am getting amongst this, folks. How good.
It's a night of firsts for me here, Brad. I've had my first commentary, and I've just had my first segment. What do you call it? Yarns with Yonkers or something?
Yarns with Yonke under yellow. I can tell you, we call him Yonke Tan, and that is his code name for, I guess, once he's had a few too many brews, that's what he comes under, Yonke Tan. So
it's one of those ones, mate. You can have a box of 24 Waikato and be all sweet. It just takes someone to give him 1 JD's or 1 Woodstock, and hello team, Yonke's here.
Yarns with Yonke. How good is it? It's we look forward to it every week in the comms box, that's for sure. And I know David, this could be his last season ENSCAR racing. And he's looking to take a seat up here in the comms box for next season, so we'll see how we go. Certainly, it's all exciting for ENSCAR as we move forward. From no stream at all to having a stream now, and I can tell you a capacity field. It's a bloody good sight, that is for sure.
And I'd like to think that those watching the stream are enjoying themselves as well. There's some quality racing, some quality commentary, and I tell you what, just quality day to be fair. If you're finishing up your day watching this, or if you're starting your day, you might be international. Either way, you're ENSCAR Wednesday.
Is that bottom lane making a bit of a run to the front again?
With the lead of Hayden Kirk by the looks of it.
Yeah, absolutely. We've seen him in the wars early on. We can see in the comments now, username 1234535. He said, sounds like a true pit lane reporter. Coming in on the comments. Nothing but honesty from the driver. You know it, mate.
Oh,
David.
This is going to get dangerous.
Oh, here we go. It's the big one, folks. Hold on. Big contact.
I know, man.
Oh, that was one of the KSR golf cars turned around. We saw it live. Did we get a replay? I very much doubt it.
Big Brother's watching though, Brad. Just remember that.
That was a big moment, I can tell you now.
I tell you what, Speed Nation has never been prouder to be on a KSR car, has it? Because, you know, they got some good views then.
Getting plenty of coverage. Who was it?
That did involve Dan Heddershide there with Hayden Kirk, so that'll be interesting to see. Oh, and Doherty too. Doherty taken out there.
Oh, well,
It's just put it all right now. I'd hate to be a ref after this race with that little contact.
Yeah.
See what's happened. We'll see if we can pick anything up here. Oh, there we can see Ben Doherty being turned around there. So, What's happened before that? See if we can pick it up. Oh, bit of tyre smoke.
I tell you what, that smoke off the tyres is precious laps he kind of needed, isn't it?
Oh, there it is. Hayden Kirk coming into contact with Ben Doherty. Kiwi Sim drivers. Hey.
Old Kirky got loose, eh? Trying to be with his father, a famous saloon driver down the line. Does a bloody good job of it too, but unfortunately this is not the track to go sideways on, nor is it dirt.
See what's happened. Ederschied's just stopped and... know what's going on here.
I don't know if you picked that up, but oh, he's giving it the Xfinity.
Like he is waiting for the field to go by. Thank you for the follow.
I was waiting for him to jump out of the car and walk across the grass there back to the hauler.
Oh, how good was that? How good was that in the Xfinity race?
Maybe a helmet throw, bit of a throwback to back in the days.
Brendan Partridge made his way up there too.
I don't even know what's happened there, but Ederschied, he's currently sitting in P2, so Hayden Kirk, he's going to be leading. So this is going to be an interesting restart. You can see there Paul Stewart, he's made his way into P4. And what I would say, that's probably one of my favourite skins on the track there. That was his teammate. Cam James, currently sitting in P6. This bloke, I tell you what, this guy is there or thereabouts every week, but somehow he manages to get caught up in the carnage. So far, things are looking good for him, currently sitting in P6 tonight.
He's
Maybe the biggest over too there, guys. Sorry to interrupt you there, Logan.
No, you're right. I was going to go something on the same wavelength. I was just thinking he started more towards pointing into the teens, didn't he?
Well, I can tell you,
into the teens.
It's in front of me right now. I'd say Peter Romans, currently sitting in P10. He's up 18 positions to P10 at the moment.
That's a huge drive.
And how is that livery there on that car? That is a beautiful thing. Chrome colours all round. Out of Dunedin, New Zealand, Peter Romans. That is an impressive livery there. The Sprite coloured chrome car.
He's doing a good job by his sponsors too, because I tell you what, I do feel like a drink right now. And whether it's JD's or Sprite, I'm not that worried.
It's thirsty work, I can tell you. Hayden Kirk, brilliant restart. Toby standing toe. Hayden Kirk's left them for dead on the restart. We're 21 laps to go here in Atlanta. What a race it's been, folks.
As Carl touched on earlier, it won't take too long for that inside line to come back.
Oh,
as it has.
Here's a move for the lead. Toby Stent takes the lead. Ederschied and toe. Wade Van Bilshon. That bottom line is working at the moment. Cars everywhere. 3 and 4 wide. How good ENSCAR at its best, folks. 20 laps to go in this one. New leader, Toby Stent, your defending champion. Showing how it's done. Hayden Kirk is not going away. What a race this is. Paul Stewart on the outside. Cam James, Brendan Partridge, we touched on him earlier. Fastlane Esports on the outside, P8. Oh, we are shaping up. This is going to be a great finish.
Tell you what, Toby's done such a good job out there carrying that team's flag while I'm sitting up here in this comms box.
Hey, he's making it look easy, isn't he?
Oh. I've got invested interest everywhere here.
If Toby was to plug anyone for his sponsors while he's up the front, considering you're a teammate, who would they be?
Oh, look, I'm going to be honest, I couldn't tell you, but Yeah, I guess this is probably his M2 Sim Racing, his main logo, which is his main sort of racing brand that he runs under. He's got a couple of other logos on the car there. To be honest, I couldn't tell you who they are, but no doubt hopefully we get to hear that plug in 17 laps time, boys.
There you go. True race driver, not knowing what sponsors on the car. I like it.
Well, here we are on board Paul Stewart, the outside line. You can see how hard it is. It's close contact racing here. He's pushing Hayden Kirk out front. Toby Stent on the bottom line. Oh man, this is great stuff here. ENSCAR Racing at its best. Get a shot, he's there. Wade Van Bilshon, Cam James, Brady Scott, they're all there. Ready to pounce. 16 to go.
You just love to hear some of the chat between the crew chiefs and these drivers right now about placing these cars with 15 laps to go.
Oh, look at the wheel work from Toby Stent. He is holding on for dear life, currently out front. You can see it. Hayden Kirk on his outside. Ducks down in front. He takes the lead in this one. Hayden Kirk leading them out. 15 to go. How good is this racing? Gotta love it.
Tell you what, Toby's so far up there trying to get that draft, he's just about trying to pluck the GT badge off the back of that Mustang.
He'll just sit there and stalk him by the looks of this, and he'll make that calculated move at some point. You don't want to make that move too early.
No, that's right, otherwise Hayden can just come straight back and take it back off you just like nothing else.
Here we go.
Speak of the devil.
Toby Stent, he looks to seal this deal, moves into P1, header shot, pushing him along. Paul Stewart in P3 now, bit of separation in the field. How's this going to play out? We have 13 laps to go.
What sort of moves are we going to see from Edersheim coming to try and grab that first win of the season here, guys?
Well, he's got to look to take it by the horns, doesn't he? He'll do what he can. Hayden Kirk, he is not going anywhere. Huge fight back on the inside. He'll be looking for support from Wade Van Bilshon. Brady Scott also on the bottom. Couple of Kiwi Sim Racing cars as well. 12 to go. Oh, it's going to be a cracker finish here in Atlanta. Toby Stent leading him out. This has got to be great, I tell you. Where would you rather be, Carl? On the track or in the comms box, mate? It's on.
Oh, mate, I can tell you firsthand. I'd rather be sitting right here. This is starting to get sweaty.
Yeah, it is. It definitely is. Toby Stent, he's looking to control the middle. He's doing a great job at the moment. That outside line, working their way clear. 11 laps to go. Atlanta Speedway turning it on.
They've gone and dialed the oven up to 180 and put it to fan grill, haven't they? This thing's absolutely pumping.
We're
cooking at the moment.
We're almost on fire here. 10 laps to go. Don't go anywhere, folks. This is going to be a cracker finish.
There it is, Logan. There it is. Those are the words we've been waiting for all night, people.
That's it. I love it.
We love it. It's ENSCAR at its best. Toby Stent leading them out. It's going to be a race to the finish. Header shine. Paul Stewart, Hayden Kirk. Cam James looking to work his way to the front as well. Wade Van Bilshon. I don't think you can count anyone out at this stage. It's going to be a big push. Who's going to get it done?
These next 9 laps are going to feel like an eternity sitting out in front too.
Is that Cole Trickle up ahead?
Oh, that looks like Partridge, isn't it? It's Brendan Partridge.
No, Partridge is mid-pack, isn't he?
He's P6 at the moment. Partridge. Gold Trickle's buried, mate.
We've got a lap car front, don't we? Can we?
Yeah, I just saw the lap car in front. I thought, oh, another thirsty drink. I feel like some mellow yellow now.
Oh, it is. This is trouble. This is trouble. Oh, he's pulled well clear. Cold Trickle, he wants nothing to do with it. He's got to let them race.
That's a great piece of driving there.
Yeah, that is. That's onto it. That's onto it. We're only 2 cautions in, folks. And I told you, this is New Zealand's #1 online NASCAR league, and this is why, folks. Atlanta, 7 laps to go. Toby Stent leading it out. Dan Heddershine in tow. Who's going to make their move? Bottom line, Barry. Neil, look at him. He's fought his way back into this one. Currently sitting P10. How good.
If you're watching the stream out there, enjoying what you're watching, just remember, Wednesday is M's Day.
That is right. Of course, give us a follow, folks. It all helps. And then if you don't like the ads, subscribe. It gets rid of those 30 days ad-free viewing. 6 laps to go here in Atlanta. Toby Stent leading it out.
Buckle up, everyone. This is going to be an absolute cracker of a finish here.
You are not wrong. Can we get it home from here? Cam James now finding out the bottom line is not where you want to be. Hayden Kirkin behind him. Heddershine.
Make the podium there.
This is on, mate. This is on. Brendan Partridge, he's done a great job. Up 12 spots.
I'm getting nervous watching this, boys.
We are 5 to go. Can we race to the finish? Toby Stent looking to go the first 2 times winner for season 1 2023. Heddershine, can he get his first win for the season? 4 to go. Partridge down to the bottom. Stewart. And I can tell you now, you called it earlier, Carl. Ewan Baker, he is coming to the front. He wants something to say in this one. Moving himself on the outside, looking to go P3 in this one. It is on, 3 to go.
I'm holding that betting ticket tight here tonight, boys. Look at that.
Woohoo! We are on. What a race. Toby Stent
Do not go anywhere.
leading it out. Dan Heddershine P2, Ewan Baker P3, Barry Neal fighting his way back up to P4. Can he get it done from there? Wade Van Biljon, he's there as well. This is going to be a cracker finish. 2 to go.
If you stop watching the stream right now, you need to take yourself to hospital because there is definitely going to be something wrong with you.
Mate, I tell ya, we get that white flag. We are racing to the finish. Stent, Heddershine, Baker going at it, your top 3. White flag is in the air this time, boy. We are racing to the end. Toby Stent. Look at the bottom line. Oh, it's Wade Van Biljon. Is he coming back?
When does Heddershine make his move, boys?
He's got to go now. He's got to go. Barry Neal goes to the bottom.
Full send.
Heddershine, is he going to push Stent home? He's going to push him home. Barry Neal. Ewan Baker, it's on for the 3rd place in the podium. What a finish. What a race. Atlanta at its best. Toby Stent has got it done. Your first 2-time winner for the season. What a race. Boy, oh boy.
You got something wrong.
Oh, what a finish.
It does not get better than that, does it? A couple yellows, not too many, and a fantastic racing with a fantastic finish to cap it off.
Mate, that is outstanding driving from everyone. 2 cautions, 115 laps of pure entertainment at Atlanta Speedway. It doesn't get much better. We're going to see Stent rip it up. There it is. Celebrations on. Victory burnouts. How good was it, boys? How good.
That was good. He didn't have much of those tyres left anyway. He's just going to absolutely shred them to pieces.
Send them back to the factory. They're good for nothing. What a race. Outstanding!
He's done the teams championships huge tonight with a win. So I'm that dead weight for him, not racing. So no, good on him. Couldn't be more stoked for him.
I can tell you what, your early pick of Ewan Baker, he's come home third in an outstanding performance, flying the KSR flag, and he's got it done on the podium. Surely he is not far away from a victory.
No, he's not, and I said it before the broadcast, Brad, that he's definitely going to be one to watch this season. I know he's a very, very fast road racer, and it won't be long before we see him on the top step of the podium tonight. Oh, not tonight, sorry, in future, sorry.
I tell you what, Carl, if you go and put any bets on the TAB, if you want to flick us a message first, because I wouldn't mind putting a few dollars on them as well, because it looks like you're bang on the money tonight.
Yeah, well, if I could, I couldn't go and pick my own team. I had to sort of go an unbiased opinion, but yeah.
Hey, we're all unbiased to a certain point.
Cheers for the sub, David. Fucking 4 months, brother. Legend. What a race, mate. Agree with you.
Oh, well, it looks like we've got the boys waiting in the wings there, Brad.
Yeah, we'll drag him in. Of course, Ewan Baker tonight. He's finally got it done. Great job. P3 tonight, Ewan. Top effort, mate.
Yeah. About bloody time, innit?
Yeah,
Didn't long enough.
absolutely. We've been talking about you for a while now. Of course, Carl earlier on the stream tonight, he picked you for the dub, so it's bloody good to see you on the podium.
Yeah, well, sorry to disappoint a little bit there, not quite pulling off the win, but fuck yeah, that was hard work. I was just hanging on the top there, hoping for the best. I didn't know what the hell was going to happen.
Yeah, that top line, it certainly looked to be the place to be. The most of the race, they certainly seem to making the most forward momentum. So I can tell you now, you'd be certainly well-known road racer, but you'll be happy with that oval podium tonight.
Yeah, definitely. First oval podium, and yeah, I've only been doing this shit for a couple of months, so come along and do well in what's this, round 5? Pretty bloody happy with that.
Yeah, too right. Top job tonight, Ewan. Congrats on the top 3, mate. Anyone you wanted to thank?
It's thanks to KSR, Speed Nation, Spire.net, Scott Technology, and also, if I can be a bit cheeky for a minute, thanks for Fastlane for not showing up because it was awesome green flag running.
Too right, mate.
Nothing cheeky, mate, just facts.
You're not wrong.
Top shout out. Yeah, well, congrats, Ewan. Top job tonight, mate. And certainly, I have no doubt we'll be talking to you another time in the season, and no doubt you'll be aiming up for next week at Kota, yeah?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'm going to be a bit pissed off if I don't get a top 3, but if I can see how she goes.
Yeah, too right. Well, thanks for popping in for a chat tonight, and congrats on your top 3, mate.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Yeah, mate.
All right, we'll drag in P2 tonight. Of course, Dan Heddershide. Carl, you want to take this one away, mate?
Oh, yeah. We'll give it a crack.
Give it a crack. Good on you. Well, Dan, P2 tonight, mate. Got to be happy with that, yeah?
Yeah, after last week, I'll take anything, to be honest. A win would be nice, but yeah, no, P2 was a good race. It was exciting. We actually got to get some green flag running going, so yeah, that was awesome.
Did you, Dan, it's Carl here, did you and Toby sort of have a plan earlier in the week to always sort of link up and race the way you did?
Yeah, we needed numbers for KSR, to be honest. We thought we'd merge the teams and try and see what we could do. Like, it wasn't me and Toby, it was whoever in the group of us that were going to do anything.
Yeah.
And it was just obviously me and him left at the end there, and we made it work.
Yeah, you guys looked pretty rock solid all night, to be fair. Once you got, from memory, it was you and Toby and Wayne, and I think it might have been Brody. You sort of took dominance on that high line there, and just, you guys looked unstoppable from there, pretty much.
Yeah, well, at one point we had all of us. We had like 6. I think Josh and Simon was in there too. So we were looking pretty good. And then obviously it's hard to work out the restarts, but I mean we were working them good. All managed to link back up after each one. And then I think Josh got caught out in something, and dropped off a couple bit, and then Dad, he had a bit of an internet issues, which dropped him out of the race completely, which was unfortunate. But
No, that's no
yeah,
good.
the end we managed to hold the guys off and
What
get it
the
done.
viewers want to know, Dan, is when are we going to see you on the top step this season?
Well, that's what I want to know, to be honest, too. It's been a while. It's been a while. It'll get there. I've had a bit of bad luck and a bit of mistakes from myself, so we'll see. I think next week will be too hard. There's a few extremely quick road course guys. I'm not slow, but I don't think I'm up with them, so we'll see.
I wouldn't count you out, mate. Your V8 racing back in those days will do you good stead.
Yeah, I've been driving around in circles for a long time now. I'm sort of starting to lose my touch a bit, but we'll show up. We'll do a bit of practice and see where we come away with. I think I'm racing there tomorrow night, so that'll be a good start to the practice for the week, and hopefully we can take it to some of these KSR road specialists.
That's good effort on your second place tonight, mate, and well done. That's going to set you up for the rest of the season. So go and enjoy that one.
Yeah, cheers, guys.
Cheers, Dan. All right, we'll get in our race winner tonight, and I think there's no better person to run this interview than yourself, Carl. Of course, teammate for the season. We'll drag him in. Tonight's winner, of course, Toby Stent.
So you must be pretty proud of that one there, Toby.
Oh, look, I'm proud of first the whole league and how everyone was racing. I mean, I didn't see everything, but the lack of cautions on this kind of track. That's 5 laps shorter than the ENSCAR race, right? So not much shorter. There was, I think, 8 cautions and a caution before the start line and that, and we had, 2, 3 max sort of thing. So I'm super proud of the whole league as a whole. It sort of sticks it to some of the people that had some pretty bad takes on everything. So, yep, that's awesome. And then the team guys, Dan's boys, Wayne and Justin, like the commitment was there. We're all just committed to each other wherever we washed out. I washed out at the front, and Dan committed to me like the plan was, and I'm the one that gets the win. But that was a team effort. Like everybody was involved in that, so that was just a full-on team effort. So I'm super proud of the team.
Yeah, I did say to Dan before. I did ask him, did you guys sort of have like a plan going into the race? Because it looked at the early stages of the race there that you the four, 5 or 6 of you all got locked up and sort of dominated that top line, and it looked a lot quicker than the low line, and you just looked unstoppable from there.
Yeah, the low line can be faster, especially at the start of the runs, but it can also hurt the tires, and you've got to have the cars really committed. The top's almost like a bit lazier. You can sort of more lazily take the speed around. So we were kind of just going to go where we all washed out, and we had to. There was a couple cars that weren't associated with any teams that we sort of had to wash out at the start just to try and get rid of them, so we could sort of run as a group. But once that happened, yeah, I mean, we were just working together, right? So obviously, I can't remember who was at the back of the line. Maybe Josh or Simon was at the back for a bit, and when they got clear, they sort of cleared us all up, and we all moved up as a team. So, like I said, man, that was an absolute team race, and I'm sort of the lucky one that ended up in the front in the end, the way it all sort of flushed out. But I mean, that was everybody deserves to be up here chatting, man, because that was an awesome team effort.
Yeah, it did look pretty good. It looked pretty organised, and you guys worked well as a team and sort of dominated that race, which was good. Now, the boys did ask me mid-race, and they said, what are the sponsors that Toby has on his car? And I just blatantly said, no, I got no clue. So is there anyone you want to thank? So then at least we all know for next week that we can give you a shout out.
No, it's just me. I'm sort of just running as myself, and obviously sort of in conjunction with VSK, with Wayne and Justin. Obviously, Carl hasn't been able to do the whole season, but I'm so stoked that Carl's obviously back here having a chat in the commentary box. So that's wicked. But no, just me. Just shout out to VSK and like I said, just all the boys. With Dan's Fully Floored guys, it was just team effort. So yeah, shout out to those guys. Those are the sponsors for today for sure. So otherwise, it's just me on my lonesome.
Not gonna lie, Toby. It is a different feeling, and the heart rate's a lot lower sitting up here, watching you guys race around than sitting in a cockpit doing it yourself. So, but
mate, we're probably still going alright in the teams championship. It's not too late to come back. I don't think we've dropped too far back. So.
I did say I was at dead weight, and you were flying the flag high. So, I might get kicked out of the comms box next week anyway, and might have to saddle up. We'll see.
I don't know, mate. I don't know about that. To be fair, great job tonight. Great job, and great job by yourself too, Toby. So You're the first two-time winner for season 1 2023. So yeah, top job.
Yeah, thanks, Brad, and thanks to you dudes as well. Obviously, all you guys up in the booth here, running the stream and keeping that all going. It's always super fun to look back on. So I'm excited to watch it back and hopefully have a laugh and see what wisdom Carl's come up with through the night. So we'll see
Oh,
what he
mate,
says.
there's fuck all wisdom coming out of this mouth, mate. I give you the tip.
It's been a great addition to the team, that's for sure. And as everyone's touched on, great job tonight, mate. And yeah, congratulations, first 2 times winner for the season. It sets you in a great sort of spot for the rest of the season, and maybe trying to defend your first successful person to defend your championship, maybe.
Oh, there's a lot of fast guys, man. So I wouldn't count any chickens anytime soon. It's going to come down to the last race. I'd say it sort of always does. The last season did, and the competition's just as strong, if not stronger, this season. So no, just take it one race at a time, man. And obviously sort of owe Dan one now, so maybe try and push him to a win somewhere, and it'd be cool to get some of the other boys a win if we can, wherever. So we'll try and share the wins around with the team and just have fun, and we'll see where it all washes out. I just want to say again before I go, everybody that was racing tonight, awesome job, because there was so much green flag running, and that sort of, I was super proud of that. So that was awesome. So good job, everybody that was running tonight. You guys were awesome.
Yeah, I can tell you, everyone in the comments box appreciated that racing tonight as well. Only 3 cautions, just sold over 115 laps. So yeah, great job.
I'll throw my 10 cents in here, Toby. It's Logan here. I've got to say, phenomenal effort tonight. You've read that race bloody well. We're all cheering for you up here, let's be fair, but none more than Carl. But I got to ask, do you like them short shoulders? Because Carl's done a phenomenal job up in the comms box tonight. So if you're liking that pain of the carrying Carl, I wouldn't mind if it went on a bit longer,
No, it's all good. Like I said, man, I'm just here I just literally just want to have fun. So obviously the crap start to the year with a lot of yellows caused by a lot of people that luckily weren't racing tonight. Has sort of cleaned up the racing.
You've already been called out. You're pretty safe there. Previous people before you,
No.
they were called out.
That's good. So I mean, the start of the year was pretty crap. It was a bit disappointing to win at Auto Club, right? Because that was like, we just ran under yellow and it was basically sprint, and that's not very fun. So the fact that we got to have a proper run tonight was awesome. And like I said, I just want to have fun. I just want to have good, hard, fun racing. And if I come first, if I come 10th, 20th, if I haven't made any personal mistakes myself and have had fun, then that's a win in my book. So, like I said, the most fun was just running so many green flag laps, and that was freaking awesome. So, yeah, just everybody did awesome.
Yeah, awesome, bloody great result. And cheers to everyone for tuning in tonight. It's been a hell of a stream, I can tell you that. It's been bloody great to have Carl on board and Logan. Sort of dreading Kempy leaving, but it's sort of been a great comeback this week, and I can tell you what a race it's been. And appreciate everyone for tuning in tonight, everyone for helping out in the comms box, and we certainly look forward to everyone tuning in next week. We go racing at the road circuit of Kota, so that's going to be a whole new ball game, boys?
It's going to be very interesting, that one. I think, personally, I might have been a week early on my pick there, boys. I'm going to call it now, and I reckon we're going to see Ewan Baker on the top step at Kota. He's going to go 2 better.
Yeah, I think he's your hot favourite, right? I think we could see a KSR domination next week. We tune in to find out what happens. Of course, round 6, we're going to be live from Kota. Same time, same place, same commentary team. Join in. Until then, have a great one, everyone, and we will see you back next week.